Okay, welcome to today's video. We'll be talking about the 5 worst things about elementary OS Loki. And let me preface this by saying that I've been using elementary OS Loki for quite a long time. I think pretty much since it came out. And while I overall enjoy the experience, there are a few little things and a few bigger things that I really think need reworking and that kind of bug me at sometimes. Some more than others, and I'll tell you which ones they are. So let's start off with number 5. Wasted space around icons. So if you look at the little buttons to close, maximize and minimize the windows, there's lots of space around there. So one could easily have decreased that panel here in height and one would perfectly capable of keeping all of the functionality there. It's just a little space that seems wasted. And here too. See that in the wing panel between the Dropbox and the OBS icon, there's this weird space. I'm not sure if it's the Dropbox or the OBS icon. The others seem to be aligned more perfectly, but there's just this space there, and even between the others. What's this space here? Why is there so much space? There doesn't need to be that much space. But alright, I mean, I guess that's just the design choice they made. And what I want to show you, that this is not because of the theme I'm using. If we go to tweaks and change the GTK theme, by the way, this OS X Arc White, I can really recommend it. I think it's very good. To, I don't know, paper or elementary. See, it gets a little better, but it's still there. And the wing panel still has this weird space there that even gets bigger apparently. So there's still, even in the stock theme, there's lots of space kind of wasted, although it is better, granted. Okay, on to number 4. Number 4 is little customization. I know, I get it. They kind of want to present the user with a rounded experience that doesn't really need to be customized that much, but I really think it wouldn't be too much to ask to give us just a little bit more flexibility. For instance, the wing panel. I like it. I think it's a very good top panel, but there's a few things that I would want to change about it. Let's say I wanted to change the height of the wing panel just a bit, because I think it's a bit too big. Again, I can't. I have not found a way to do it. If you know of a way, then please let me know and I don't want to replace it. I want to keep the wing panel, but just make it a little smaller. I don't see a way of doing that. Then maybe I would like the wing panel to fade out when I maximize an application, like the files here. Maybe I would like to have all of the screen real estate available to my full screen application. And that just doesn't seem to exist. Going on to number 3. 3, 2, and 1, these are really things that that hinder me in my user experience and in the way that I use the operating system. And these are really, for me personally, big problems with elementary OS. So number 3 is window snapping. If you've ever used Ubuntu, I mean stock Ubuntu, you know that you can snap windows to only occupy like the top or the bottom quarter of the screen. Okay, say I want to work on a I don't know, a Python program. When I do that in my little text editor, I don't know, I don't care. And at the same time, I would like to have a terminal open so that I can run this little program that I'm working on. But I don't need that terminal to occupy the whole right side of my monitor. I would just like it to be the upper corner, because in the lower corner, maybe I would also quite enjoy a file explorer. In Ubuntu, in the stock Ubuntu, this is just like a few keyboard shortcuts and I've got everything set up the way I want it to, and it works perfectly. Here, I can't. I would have to manually resize all of the windows, and I gotta be honest here, this sucks. This is not user-friendly, and I know there's third-party applications to do this, but I shouldn't have to resort to getting one. Okay, on to number 2. And number 2 is also a big one for me. Number 2 and number 1, they could also have been interchanged, but I chose this order because I'm able to live with it, but it's really annoying. So let's go. As you can see both of my screens at the moment, and what I really like is the ability to switch between different desktops. Okay. Watch what happens when the default setting of workspaces on your primary is selected. Oh, so this only applies to the primary desktop. The secondary desktop stays the same, no matter what I'm doing. Okay. Alright. One might argue that this might be an intentional feature. I mean, it could be handy to have something on the right desktop, on the right screen, that you want on all of your desktops that you work on. Like, I don't know, a documentation that you can have on the right screen and then you can switch between different desktops on the left screen. Sounds fine, but it's just not what I need. And it's not what I use, and I find it, I would love to be able to just customize that behavior, because I don't need it that way. I need it to work in a different way. And I find it mind-boggling that this doesn't really work. Let's see. This should make it so that workspaces also work on the secondary, because this is the only way I've found to actually get this. And now let's see what happens. Oh, the right display is grayed out. I can't see what's on there. I don't know. I drag it over there. Doesn't really work. Okay, that works, but I can't see on the right one, so this is broken. So I'm essentially then stuck with not being able to have my desktop switcher work on both desktops. And I'm sorry, but that's just, it's a feature I kind of need, and I use every single day for so many times on my laptop that I work with when I'm at the university. And I find it just a bit frustrating that it doesn't work in elementary OS. Alright, number 1. Number 1 for me is the window switcher. And I think it wasn't like that in the previous versions of elementary OS. So, say I want to switch between my open windows. This is the window switcher. I don't know which one's going to be next. I don't know what's in that window until I've cycled through it. I don't see like a little overview of all the open windows. This is what I get. I'm sorry, but I know it might sound elitarian, and I don't know, it might sound... I don't know, but this is just something that I need, and I need to be able to quickly switch the windows and know when the window is going to appear that I need to work in, and I will need this in a way that I can actually work with. This is really a problem to me. The window switcher and the desktop switcher, these are things that I think in elementary OS Loki, these are just very bad choices. And I know probably people are going to disagree with me, and that's totally fine. It's your opinion. If you enjoy it, then I'm happy for you. But these things, to me, are problems. And I would love to see the ability to just customize the behavior of the window switcher just a little bit, just so I can see like a little bar in the middle of the window that shows me the miniature sized icon of the window essentially, and then maybe also the content that's in there, so I know which window is going to come up, and so I know how many times I need to switch essentially to get there. This is 3, 2, and 1. These are really usability problems that I have with elementary OS. So I like it. I would really like to stay on elementary OS because I like the design overall. I really enjoy the clean look, the modern aesthetic, but that is kind of workflow hindering for me, and I don't know, maybe elementary OS isn't meant for a user like me, but I find this very sad because, as I said, I quite like it. I would really like to stay on it, but I'll definitely try Budgie next. I have this video on the 17.04 beta 1 of Budgie, and I tried Budgie in the past and I found it a bit too buggy, but I might give it a go with 17.04 when it's fully released. Sadly. But okay, thank you for watching. I know this might be controversial. If you have other opinions, then by all means, let me know in the comments. But if you liked the video, if you maybe also have some tiny problems with Elementary OS, or if you just like Elementary OS like I do overall, because I really love it, then give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.